Okay, this story about some bad tenants in this building here I do know of. Names are gonna not mention the real names. The names are been changed to protect their identity, and so I would not know. One is I'm gonna say is Nass Road, Miss Nass Road. Another one is Miss Rose. Okay, I can't say Miss Rose is the name. But really, that's not the real name of this tenant, because the real name is, I will not say in YouTube. So the altered names are like this. Miss Nass Road rides up and down the elevators every single day. Ties up the elevator. Had nothing better to do her time. Ride up and down elevators on 555 Kingston Road. Then you got, Then you have another tenant by name of Rose. Sits in the community all day and just harass other tenants and say, I don't have to listen to the cops, and does real bad things and sit back and says, I will take care of this problem. I'll take care of her of 18. I'll take care of a kicking problem. I'll do this, I'll do that. I'll gotta take care of Sarah's problem, and vice versa. Well, you know what? They want to have those two decide to have a big party when one way moved out of the building. But I spoiled the party. I crashed the party on them. They didn't get to go to the party. They found out where they're going to have the party. In Wendy's, where they didn't ask the franchisee, and I told, I know the franchisee owns Wendy's. Mr. Thompson owned Wendy's there. Told Mr. Thompson I knew what the planned to do. Well, Mr. Thompson shows up at Wendy's. He turned around and asked her to leave. She refused. Mr. Thompson called the cops. The cops gave her a ticket. What did Miss Rose did? Slapped the cop across the face and give a cop 1-2 like this. I don't have to listen to you. And you know what the cop did? Picked her up, put the cuffs on. Now she's sitting there waiting trial. Be going to court Monday, probably going to court Monday morning. And of course, Mr. Big Strong Court Judge will do two things. Probably gonna throw the book at her. One thing. They're probably gonna turn around and they're probably gonna do this. They'll say, well, Miss Rose, Miss Rose Hotel, I'm gonna throw you in the jail for 30 days, or I will lock you up on the nursing home for being of having a for the they call, I'll lock you up in nursing home the rest of your life, dementia. Boom. Sends up in nursing home for dementia. That is not, what I think about. That will happen, though, too, eventually. Either one, or they both will have fatal heart attacks and die. And it would be one, they sit in the elevator, running around the elevator, somebody will call an elevator someday in here. Open the door, would be one hell of a yell. Or me will go to press a button, and I'll be like, whoa, one hell of a yell. Not funny. You know what I'm talking about? Whoa. That'd be a shocker to have. I never seen that. I heard it happen seen it happen on TV before. I've seen it in the television before where there would be where find a murder victim in the elevator door up how a stream that I've seen it on TV in this film, but not in real life. I mean, my God, I would just be like, I would just probably about almost faint seeing that, I hope that never happens, but I got a feeling it's going to happen someday. In this building, it doesn't surprise me, because it's the old folks building. What happened? people pass away. When they pass away, do you know what happens then? Then when they leave, other people come in. Plain and simple. That's true indeed. Well, anyways, I can't really say too much here because I would give it all away. So, I mean, the story is, you can't, if you sit back, enjoy old age. Don't sit back and let people say that just because you're old, you ain't gonna get away with something. No. Doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are, you just don't get away with it like that. You think you get away with it? No, you do not. Because one day will come, we all end up in the cemetery. A headstone, we grave a name on it. Someday or day, we all end up there. I don't know, when the time is right, I will end up there. Time is right, yes. These people every day, but some of these people will be a lot older, but have good memories. Some of these people in this building have told me things about people in this building. Believe it or not, some of the old people told me about this area when they were growing up. It was all farmland. They told me about dairy farm. I knew a dairy farm here, but the old people told me about dairy farm here. The one lady who, 104, was born went to school there, went to textile school in Hamilton here. Went to where Mrs. Sue was today. One night went to Ontario Textile Institute in Hamilton. Had a degree in textiles and ran her own business for quite a few years, and retired and then moved in and then retired. Then they're building this building here on Queenston Road at the time. So she turned around and moved in. She turned around and got an apartment. Was the first tenant to move in here. And she's well over pushing it 90s. And you know what? She is still here, still kicking. And my God, this lady is very knowledgeable about industry textile. A lot of times I have a problem with clothes. And she had an old sewing machine in her apartment from the 1920s. And it was really old. It was an old industrial sewing machine. She got it from the old Ontario Texas. Went to an old industrial sewing machine. I looked at it. I took it. Had a motor issue on it. It had the wiring. It had an old start switch on it. Old start-stop switch on it. Like an industrial start and stop switch. It was pretty common. And the motor was okay. There was no problem with the electric motor on it. But, anything like that, the motor was in good condition. Matter of fact, and then all I had to do was put a couple of drops of oil in the motor, ran fine. But the wiring was horrible, was really bad. It was old, original 1920 knob and tube wiring. I had to go get some armor-coated cable. I had to rewire all electrics in that sewing machine. So I rewire all commercial electrics and replaced a few updated controls on it. Too, I know how to do that. I used to fix some machines in Northern Telecom in my younger years. So I able to figure that out myself. I just able to get the start switch done. I able to and lubricated all the gears. Got a lot of heavy industrial gears and lubricated that up. And that lady runs that sewing machine, and it literally just does a very good job. I had a tear in this one time here, and in here, because I'm done in here. What did she do? She took the industrial machine and sewed this up. Did this fit with the industrial machine? Fix that with that industrial sewing machine and thread. The stitch problem down here. She fixed that problem with that industrial machine. That's pretty good. It still works. And the machine was built in 1920s, and this thing still runs today. Just that I had to rewire it, get some, and round up, get some parts. I had no problem getting the parts because I know why. Because I know people would sell. I knew where to get the industrial parts for it. I knew how to get them. Knew where to get them. In Hamilton. All I did is because some of the people in Hamilton used to supply some industrial part to Northern Telecom in London, Ontario. And he used to really, too, for equipment there. So they would go there, and all I did is I knew where to get them, went and bought the parts I needed, and that. And, of course, I had to round up needed a newer motor starter switch. The one in there was for all the ceramic Bakelite stuff in there from the 20s, and it would not fall under today's electrical codes whatsoever. It would, matter of fact, would not fall under code. Motor did, but the rest it wouldn't. So I had to get a new start-stop switch, and I couldn't find one here in Hamilton anywhere. Well, I went on Amazon. I found one on Amazon and ordered it and had it delivered and put that on the machine. There was an old lamp socket there was actually light on it, too. It had a fluorescent light on it. No fluorescent light of that. And the bellows were really old. There was a ceramic, there were PCB bellows in there. Now, what I had to do with that, I had to go take the PCB. It took old bellows out. It wasn't leaking anything. PCB bellows wasn't leaking PCB oil or anything out of it. But I had to go put that into a sealed vial hazmat bag and take it to a hazard waste facility here and have got rid of that. PCBs. Took it to a vial hazmat facility and it got rid of it for me, basically. And I put a brand new LED valve in that fluorescent up there had something. Well, actually I put an LED valve, did an LED conversion on it for one LED bulb in it. Works great, So basically the scene works beautiful now. The only motor thing that never got replaced on the motor's so good, nothing wrong with it. There's 1 horsepower motor in it, and nothing wrong with it. Matter of fact, just been rewired and new parts and updated and brought up to today's standards will work proper. Because of one, the guys, electrician in Fairview, seen it and told her, to scrap it. They asked me about it. I looked at it and didn't need to be scrapped. The equipment had to be updated. The wiring no good. So I updated all the stuff. And guess what? ESA guy, I had to get ESA to inspect it afterward. They came, inspected all, and it passed inspection. ESA guy don't ever get rid of that old motor. It works very, it's still in good shape. So I get rid of it. Well, when it wears out, then probably get a new motor in it, but it's still in good shape. So basically, I went and rewired, almost permanently replaced the Warner Electric's parts in that. Because the ESA guy came and looked at it, and it didn't pass inspection because of all the old equipment, all the old wiring and stuff. And I rewired it and fixed it all to today's standard, with the model up to date, with proper switches, not in there, proper relays, and that. And guess what? It runs beautiful. Runs just like brand new. I even fluorescent light, you light up where he's sewing from. So this lady still got the commercial something. She works beautiful. She never won't get rid of it in the world. She had it on the Ontario Textile School. When they closed down a school in when they decided to, she graduated a year before they closed it. And then when but apparently she graduated back then and had her own business, then heard about them closing down the school in 1960. She went over there and they're auctioning off all the equipment, like a sewing machine. So she went there and bidded on a sewing machine that was original 1920s, bidded on it and won it in the auction. brought it back to her shop, ran it for quite a few years in her trailer shop, and had for quite a few years, retired, took the scene out of there, took it to her apartment, got an apartment here at Queens Road when building's so new, moved it in there, had it there for years, and then until about a year and a half ago, it wouldn't pass, electoral safety force, it wouldn't pass, wouldn't pass the ESA and approval anymore. So we were panicking and trying to get somebody to come, phoned, and our stone machine guys turned ahead and walked away, and didn't know where to find a good somebody looks at me, asked me to look at it. I looked at it and I realized this was what it needed. Is a bunch of new wires need to be rewired and need to be updated with a new starter switch, new electrical stop switch, a motor speed control, up to date speed control, and on top of that, up to date. Top of that, having an up to date, start stop switch on it and everything else. Yeah. Inside the machine, the belt one motor to machine. Inside the machine, the gearing was fine, nothing wrong there. Just that the electrics were horribly outdated, so it had to be brought up to standard. And other guys refused to go near it. 4 or 5 guys didn't go near it. Younger people. I looked at I was working on telecom. Right off the bat, I knew what it needed. Went and got the parts and fixed it for her. Anyways, so got working great. Then got the parts and did it right the first time around. So I'm gonna tell you now. See, it doesn't matter how old you are. Sometimes you can develop a trade when you worked in the industry for a while. You can carry that trade with you the rest of your life. You can retire and know how to do things. Even people go to fight wars, like Second World War and stuff. People go to fight wars. People go into first and second Afghanistan. They come back, and many of them will know about trade. They know how to run the army. They know how to go in the place, get a job done, and get out. They know how to go in there, extract, wounded soldier people, get out and get the job done, basically. And the people like that, army people, and they know how to do something and fix it, get a job done, basically. So, basically, that's another thing, too. Like, because they're trained to do things, and the army trained how to do it, get in, get the job done, get out. Go in and get your bad guy and bring him to justice or kill a bad guy, how are we going to get. But anyways, I'll say blog over. Just remember, there are bad tenants in this building, big time. Someday, it's all going to crash down on them. And when it happens, I won't be least bit sorry. It would look good on them because it would not be funny. It would look damn good on them when you do that. Blog over.